Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to talk about Gemini ascendant and the predictions for the month of July 2024. So for the month of July, the ascendant lord Mercury is going to be in the second house till 18th of July, and then it is going to move to the third house for the rest of the month, which means that there is an opportunity for a huge cash flow till 18th of July because Mercury is also combining with Venus, and that Venus happens to be the natural significator of money. After Mercury moves to the third house, the time from 19th of July to the end of the month is also the time to improve relationship with your younger siblings as well as your neighbors. Mercury also rules over the fourth house of domestic happiness and property, and time frame from 11th to 13th of July is an extremely good time to spend at your home in the company of your family members. Venus, apart from giving you wealth this month, also rules over the house of speculation. So its presence in the second house from 7th to 30th of July would mean that time frame from 7th to 18th of July till the time Venus and Mercury are together, this is going to be a good time to earn money from the stock market. And if you are a student, then time frame from 14th to 16th of July is going to be very good from the perspective of excelling in studies. Sun is going to be in your first house till 15th of July. So sun being present here is going to bring you prestige in your professional domain and in your social circle, but its presence in the first house would mean that you will need to keep a check on your ego at least in the first half of July. Saturn's presence in the ninth house will open doors for you to gain from foreign places, and all people who have Saturn present here in their birth chart should always vie for moving to a foreign country, because only after settling away from their place of birth does this Saturn start to reward you at the workplace. If you even look at the star through which Saturn is passing through, it is passing through the star of Jupiter, and again Jupiter is transitioning through the 12th house. So if you happen to get into contact with foreigners in your professional domain, or if you are planning to settle down in foreign countries permanently, so not only Saturn but now Jupiter is also supporting you through its transit movement. Mars also happens to be your lord of service, and it is going to be in the 12th house from 12th of July, and it is going to stay here till 25th of August, which means that the month of July is not a time to switch jobs, because the 10th house lord Jupiter is also going to transition through the 12th house for the next 1 year. So unless you are working in a foreign country or you happen to work in a professional domain where you regularly deal with foreigners, then this kind of a placement is not going to be very helpful for you. So if you work in a country where you are born, it is better not to change your jobs. But if you are working for a foreign client or a foreign country, then you can still think of moving in the job domain. Mars is going to aspect its own house, which is the sixth house. So time frame from 17th to 19th of July would be a very good time to rise and shine at your current workplace. And this aspect of Jupiter on the house of service till May 2025 will continue to give you support to overcome any hurdles. Since Jupiter is not going to aspect the seventh house, so single people will have to wait to get married, and only after May 2025 they will see some support from Jupiter after its move to the ascendant. So single people will need to wait for some time. But the good part here is that Jupiter is going to aspect the fourth house of property from its fifth aspect. So all those people who are planning to buy a property or a land, they will have the beneficial aspect of Jupiter for the next 1 year. Mars also rules over your sign of disease for you, so you need to be a bit cautious. A lot of Gemini ascendant people get the diseases that are related to knees, and knee problem is something that haunts most of the Gemini ascendant people in their old age. Sixth house also represents your enemies, and since there is a Scorpion sign here, a lot of Gemini ascendant people fall down in their lives because of the collusion of their enemies. Their enemies make secret moves and pull them down, and that is why Gemini ascendant people should always try to avoid making enemies in their life. Rahu is also transitioning through the 10th house, and this transit is going to continue for another year. So here as well, this presence of Rahu in the 10th house will continue to give you a boost in your professional domain till the middle of the next year. And there are also certain days where you need to remain careful in the month of July. 7th and 8th of July are the dates when you need to remain cautious about your health. 12th and 13th of July will bring certain kind of a mental stress, and time frame from 23rd to 26th of July is going to be very expensive. You may end up incurring money on the welfare of your elders, or you may have to spend money on their hospitalization. The other part is that you can end up spending money on the education of your kids. So this month is all about earning money in huge quantity and also spending money in the time frame of 23rd to 26th of July. Apart from that, professionally you are well placed in this month, and this combination of Venus and Mercury in the first half of July is also going to bring you a huge cash flow. So this is the summary for the Gemini ascendant people for this month. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would request you to do so, and thank you very much for watching.